The downfall of Gabbie Hanna. The very public mental breakdown of Gabbie Hanna has been scrutinized by multiple media outlets, as the star has reportedly deleted all of her social media accounts, except her YouTube channels. This highly controversial influencer has had beef with almost all of the major names in the YouTube industry. Hi, my name is Oliver. Let's have a look at the downfall of Gabbie Hanna. Overview of her career. The Gabbie Show began when Hanna uploaded her creative skits to the social media platform of Vine in late 2013. This social endeavor helped her accumulate around 5 million followers and a large number of devoted fans. Staying true to her passion, Gabbie set up a YouTube channel in 2014 under the name The Gabbie Show. This channel was later rebranded as Gabbie Hanna in 2017. Gabbie's YouTube success could be seen in the fact that she had been cast in the 4th season of the dance competition web series Dance Showdown, with her partner Matt Stefanina. After college, Hanna, just like other rising influencers, made a move to Los Angeles, California. This is where she went to work with the internet media company BuzzFeed. Eventually, her focus seemed to have shifted to her YouTube and Vine platforms. Involved in a brutal scandal, Hanna released a book of poetry, Adultolescence, in 2017. After accomplishing a good amount of success in publishing, she premiered her debut single Out Loud alongside a spectacular music video, and announced plans to release an album. 2018 seemed to be one of the most productive years in Hanna's career, as she had been nominated with the title of YouTuber of the Year at the 10th Shorty Awards. The last 2 years of her career have been filled with undeniable scandals and the accounts of unaccountability at her part. Her drama seemed to be filled with alternate versions of completely obvious scenarios. Watch ahead to see what I'm on about. Stealing content and eerie dark humor. By the mid-2010s, Gabbie attained a huge number of following, which subsequently led to her actions being analyzed under a microscope. By the early 2015, Gabbie had been called out for joke theft on numerous occasions. The scrutiny had gone viral, as the viewers started pointing out how her tweets and creative content had been of similar form as Bo Burnham, Mitch Hedberg, and Louis C.K. In her defense, we see that Gabbie disputes that. "I'm just an internet person who tells stories about my life." She further elaborates that, while fishing for inspiration, material is subconsciously absorbed in her mind. Rather than admitting fault once the official facts dispersed her justification, she pointed out, "Out of the literal hundreds of videos I've created across my platforms, 3 little hiccups, I feel at least, can be chalked up as F. Someone else said this shit before." This drama slowly revealed her mentality to the world, which had been mostly ignored until a few other things came to light. Ricegum drama. In March 2017, Gabbie Hanna was involved in an ongoing feud with fellow YouTuber Ricegum. As you might already know, Ricegum is known for his uncensored taunts and diss tracks. The former 26-year-old social media star posted a series of videos on her Snapchat account, claiming that she had been physically assaulted by Ricegum at a birthday party. 1 year before this horrendous incident, Ricegum uploaded a video where he went after Gabbie and her content. In his video, the then 20-year-old took lucrative shots at Gabbie's career and appearance. Moreover, Ricegum famously labeled The Gabbie Show as a joke thief, in reaction to the allegations being thrown at her since early 2016. Gabbie had a lot to say about the apparent video, as she released a response on her own channel. At the party 1 year later, Gabbie entertained her fans with a challenge to Ricegum for a live rap battle. Ricegum appears to be laughing at the request. Later on, Gabbie returns to her Snapchat to say that Ricegum hit her after the cameras were cut off. The scene goes,
"Okay, so update. Sorry if it looks like I'm crying. Ricegum didn't think that joke was very funny, and he hit me in the middle of a party and shattered my phone. I can show you that in a sec."
I'm standing out on the balcony so that it doesn't make a scene. The very next day, Rice took to Twitter to vehemently defend his honor. His claims were later supported by a fellow YouTuber, Romeo Lacoste, who had provided us with a detailed description of the whole event. One of the most prominent parts of the account is shown ahead. Rice didn't actually strike her.
Sitting on the couch, he's standing up, and it was more of like a tug of war, them pulling the phone back and forth, maybe for a few seconds, and then he snatched the phone out of her hand and slammed it on the ground and broke the phone and then walked out.
Seems like that was the end of that. No new info came to light, as Gabbie quietly let it slide by, unlike Ricegum, who continued to poke around the bear. Trisha Paytas. In the late 2019, an unscripted video by Trisha revealed one of Gabbie's darkest secrets. YouTuber Trisha Paytas accused Hanna of harassing and slandering her reputation, which had led to talks about taking out a restraining order against the alleged star. This incident involved Hanna telling Paytas' then-boyfriend Jason Nash that Paytas had herpes. This conflict seems to have begun with Hanna's Instagram stories. Hanna methodically inquired from her Instagram followers if it was wrong to tell a friend that the person they were in a sexual relationship with had an incurable STD. Although Hanna didn't use any names, Paytas' video titled "Why I Don't Trust Gabbie Hanna" would explain it was about her. As always, Gabbie defended her actions by deflecting blame. "It wasn't my business to know if Trisha had herpes. I have no reason for her to tell me. It was my business to warn a friend that he might be at risk. Know what I mean? Asking her would just be gossip. Telling him to be safe and find out is caring for his health." Many more revelations and accusations were made as a third person became involved in the controversy. Gabby DiMartino was thrown into the hellfire for a little white lie. Hanna later on used her stance to convey feelings of disgust to Trisha Paytas. She accused Paytas of blackmailing DiMartino to support her claims against Gabby. The tweets read, "My beautiful, amazing, sweet friend Gabby DiMartino just called me sobbing because Trisha threatened her to make a post. She's terrified and broken. This is crossing a line. Gabby does not deserve this." The back-and-forth struggle for influence has since stopped, as DiMartino told Insider that she and Paytas have made up and that she's still friends with Hanna. In an official statement, DiMartino explained, "Both girls respect my mistake and feel sorry for putting me in the middle. Both women are trying to move forward from the situation." However, the end of this conflicting drama sparked another scandal for Gabby. Jessie smiles and her broken friendship. In the midst of the Paytas drama, a former fan of Gabby named Deanna subsequently tweeted that, "I think a lot of people forget or don't know that Gabbie Hanna chose a rapist over her then best friend, who was the victim." Deanna said, referring to Jessie Vasquez, formerly known as Jessie Smiles and Hanna. Jessie had reportedly been sexually assaulted in her sleep by a fellow Viner by the name of Lepore Curtis. As soon as Hanna saw the tweet, she began to contact Deanna about it. Hanna confronted this accusation by saying she had never been in support of Lepore and that she never created content with him. Deanna later on issued an apology after the discussion with Hanna. This caught the attention of former Vine star Jen Dent. She tweeted her own set of screenshots and replies to deleted tweets from Hanna's account. Her interaction with Lepore had been obvious, even after the point she maintained that she no longer interacted with him, either online or in person. In addition to these facts, Deanna admitted that Hanna also sent her screenshots of private texts between her and Vasquez. Later on, Vasquez's response video revealed that Hanna had also spent time with Lepore's friends after he was prosecuted, saying that Curtis's friends didn't rape you. Now that's something no decent human being would ever say. Within her apology, Hanna claims that she can't confirm or deny this statement because she doesn't remember saying such a thing. Meanwhile, Hanna had also began sending Twitter DMs to a 15-year-old fan who tweeted at her asking to respond to the situation. However, Hanna conveyed to the fan that she hadn't watched Vasquez's video yet. When asked about if Hanna had said, "Curtis's friends didn't rape you" comment, she explained being friends with Vasquez at the time of her life was isolating. After this 15-year-old fan posted screenshots of her interaction with Hanna on Twitter, Vasquez responded, "I made it very clear in my video that this behavior needs to stop," she wrote. At Gabbie Hanna, stop messaging fans, especially 15-year-old ones. This fan is now being brought into something she had no business being involved in. Enough is enough. Most probably, communications took place between the two former friends in private, as Hanna posted her apology and resumed posting her normal content. Other smaller scandals. In the fall of 2018, social media stars such as Tana Mojo and Gabbie Hanna had been caught reportedly endorsing a scam company called Kenza Cosmetics, as they claimed to be offering high-quality $80 makeup brushes for free. However, the brushes often never arrived, and when they did, the kits were clearly not worth $80. Numerous makeup drama YouTubers started to harass big-time stars such as Hanna, who had insisted they didn't know the brushes they were endorsing were low quality. Moreover, Gabbie came under fire, as her apology went along the lines of, "People should learn to manage their expectations." The star had temporarily been canceled on account of this apology. As the famous meme star started to appear on international platforms, every accomplishment she made was dissected under a tiny lens. Most prominently was her attempt at poetry. The poetry was targeting for its utter baloney, since many people believed it was senseless scribbles to attract a few $1,000s. As we can expect, instead of taking constructive criticism, Gabbie went on her rants about how people had been prejudicial about her poetry. This earned her a lot of bad rep. After a truckload of former controversies during this year, Gabbie was made a part of the Shane Dawson scandal, as many believed her behavior endorsed his action in their collaborative videos. She had just released her new music, which would accompany her latest album. Unable to bear the negativity, Gabbie is seen having a proper meltdown on her podcasts and failed attempt to fight off the bullying. As she keeps on defending her stance by victim blaming and portraying an alternate version of stories, the fans have completely abandoned her platform. We wish her a complete recovery in the following months and hope that she can finally admit to her recurring faults. What do you think of the ongoing drama about Gabbie Hanna? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to join the Tea Club for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and share this video with your friends.